cold out here today, huh?
I know. Yeah, the key. I can't lift that chain thing.
What?
I can't lift that chain. We're gonna have to roll it out. Who's gonna be up there? Okay. Then isn't it gonna like
Be exciting?
steer to the left or right?
Maybe. What we're gonna do is hook the chain fall up. Then I'm gonna hook my big chain on the back. And the other tractor over here, hook up to that. Use it to pull it back slow. And then we're gonna do this. So it tips. Once it tips, we can unhook the other tractor, and gravity will do the rest. We just let the chain fall out, and we just go like that. And then once the rear wheels are on the ground, it'll be a piece of cake. If it doesn't want to roll at some point, then we can just hook it to the trailer for it. But step one,
Yeah.
hook this. Come out.
Yeah, it's going out. All good. What? All good.
All right. Now I'll take up the slack a little bit.
Oh, Daddy, you created a gnaw.
Huh?
Created a gnaw.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No, this is separate from that. Just get this out of the way. Burying that dog poop.
What?
So they buried that dog poop in some stones. I don't want to forget about it and step on it.
Yeah. Okay? Okay. Wait, let me get out of the way.
I need you to let me know when the slack is taken up.
Where? Right here?
Huh?
Where?
Loosen that come along a little bit.
Hold on. Stop. Hold on. I need Aiden's help.
Say?
You go back and start making it tight.
Yeah.
And it's sticking.
Okay, all right, hold on. Well, I don't know why the camera shut off. Mark said look at the size comparison. They actually don't look that much different in size in this shot. That's because the 1920 is so much more in the foreground than the 5000. So over the years, they made quite a few different variations of the 5000, I guess. They made it for quite a few years. So, for instance, I guess there were different engines, not just diesel and gas, but like I think there may have been different diesel engines. And then definitely there were more than one injector pump that was used. I think this might be a Sims pump, but I'm not positive. This pump stands out a little bit different because this device right here on the front, this is actually the lift pump. So just like my pickup truck, there's a lift pump that's responsible for helping the fuel get into the injector pump, and then the injector pump of course creates the really high pressure diesel that goes through these 4 lines here to the injectors. This little lever right here is actually a priming lever. I guess you could pump that to prime it. This right here is your these 2 bolts right here that adjust how much this cam lever right here can move. That's your idle, and your idle speed adjustment and your max high speed adjustment. This of course, as we already know, is the shut off. This right here, this is the plug to open to put oil in the injector pump. The injector pump is supposed to be lubricated with motor oil, so I need to do that. This little bolt on the bottom right here is the drain for the oil. One video I saw, it was in another language, but the guy was claiming, according to the captions, the subtitles were basically saying that he was saying that this is lubricated with oil, but that over time that oil will be displaced by diesel fuel, and that eventually it'll be just lubricated with diesel fuel, and then eventually it will run out of a tube that he showed on the back here, which mine doesn't have. So maybe mine's a little bit different than his. Although this plug was the same on his, the drain was the same. So I do believe that there's supposed to be lubrication in there. And then the other bit of good news is I thought this was a steel line that's supposed to go from here to here. And I thought the line was split, and I thought that this was a temporary patch. Well, no, it turns out I've seen several photographs where this rigid line goes into a flex line before it goes here. So I think maybe this is just a case of this flex line needing to be replaced. And apparently well, not apparently, I am guessing the reason why they did it this way is for maybe isolation of the vibration. I'm not sure. Complete theory. Some of these tractors have 2 fuel filters in series, one right after the other. Although, I don't know, maybe one is like before the lift pump and one is after, but they were right next to each other, 2 fuel canisters. You would think 2 is better than 1. From what I read online, there was a guy who was saying that this fuel shutoff sticks up into the tank, and there's a screen inside the tank on that fuel shutoff to keep debris from getting into the system there too. So that's good news. So that's all I got time to do today, and it's kind of cold and raw. Just had some rain move through and a front move through. So maybe tomorrow I'll fix this leak here, and we'll fire it up and run it a little longer tomorrow and see if we can't get that clutch unstuck. Because if we can't, the only way to access the clutch, from what I've been reading online, is to split the tractor. I'm not above doing that, it's just that I don't have a really good location to do it. I don't have a big slab, a garage floor that I could drive this into that gives me a nice stable slab. So the problem is if I put like jacks and cribbing and stuff underneath this tractor to hold it up, if that stuff settles into the ground at all, it could be a disaster. So this is probably the first good look at the back of the tractor we've gotten since I've gotten it home, because this was all deep in the weeds. We've got the remnants of a post hole digger, but it looks like it had a really bad time here. This is badly bent on the end right here. This is really mangled right here, so I think that really took a nasty hit. So I was explaining to the boys that part of the post hole digger, when you don't have the post hole attachment on it, can actually double as what they call a boom pole. It's like a little mini crane for lifting stuff. And that is quite a heavy duty hitch on there. I don't know what category that would be. I'm assuming that's category 1 or category 2. I think the 1920 is category 3. Oh, I don't know. But anywho, we get it running decent. We can start checking, and get the clutch unfrozen. We can check the gears and start checking hydraulic, check PTO and all that stuff. All right, that's it for today.